Hey, what's up there, Tour 904? Day 5. So today I'm going to pull these door panels off and we're going to check out some sound deadening in these doors. I'm not going to do a time lapse this time because I had some questions about how to take the headliner down. So I thought I would go over just how to take this door panel off for anybody that might want to know. It's pretty simple actually. I'm only going to be using a couple tools. I've got a Phillips head driver that I'm using. I've got a torque bit, T30, some people call it a star bit, and there's several screws on this and we'll walk you through it. Oh, and I've got a panel popper because I may need to pop some things off, and this helps pry off the panel. So we're going to start out. There's 3 screws at the bottom of this top section of the door panel. Pull those off. There's a little screw on the side right here. It's actually got a little cover. You have to pop that off. Let's switch over to the torques. T30 torques down here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull those off. Throw this in the van. Okay. A lot of times they hide the other screws from you. There's usually one somewhere behind this door handle. The panel pops out. Actually got, looks like 2 torques in here. 1, 2. And sometimes in the top up here, there's like a little rubber thing, so you can, I don't know, stick oddball stuff up here in the top of the door. I don't know who would do that, but they set it up that way. There's another torque up here. Once that's all off, this thing should be about ready to come off. Not done yet. Cover. Looks like this is Phillips head. I got this one on good too. Sometimes you have to take where the window mechanism is. Sometimes there's something behind that too. Looks like they got something up here. Okay, so we got the door panel off. I don't know how much you can see from that angle, but they've got maybe a 3-inch strip of sound deadener in this whole door right down here. It runs basically parallel to the ground, about 3 inches wide, and the rest of all this stuff is completely just open to the outside. So put some sound deadener back here. It'll quieten these doors up quite a bit. Okay, so the ending of this clip here is me putting the sound deadener inside the door, and then after I get the sound deadener on, then it's just basically reinstalling
the door panel back onto the door. But yeah, everything's done on this part, and we'll go back into the interior of the van on the next clip, and we'll talk about insulating that front part of the nose of the roof.
Okay guys, on to the next project for the day. We got both the doors done with the sound deadened, and I'm going to try to do some insulation on this headliner before we put it back up. So if you remember, we already did the sound deadening here the other day. The headliner, I measured it. There's actually a good 2 to 3 inch gap between the headliner and the outer skin, so we have some room for insulation. So I've gone back to the poly board, and I got Bryson here helping me today. And basically we cut this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but there's all kinds of, kind of what I did here on the side where I've cut hinges in it, because this thing is it's got a curvature on it. So we're going to put the we're going back to the great stuff again, the professional, and I'm going to spray that underneath here and put this insulation down. Now, to hold it down, because it's contoured, I've actually, don't tell her I did this yet, but I've got my wife's weighted blanket, and we're going to use that. We're going to drape it over. I've actually got a piece of plastic that I want to put on, just make sure I don't get any gray stuff on her blanket. She'll kill me. But I'm going to use that weighted blanket to hopefully keep this thing down while it's drying. So here we go, guys. See what happens. All right, so it's been about 10, maybe close to 15 minutes. We're getting ready to, yeah.
Are you almost done?
I'll be done in a little bit. We're working on this headline.
Why is my blanket?
That's your blanket?
No, that's my freaking blanket.
Well, I needed a weighted blanket to do this experiment I was doing.
Did you get great stuff on it?
I don't think so.
You better not. You're buying me a new one. You literally went all the way upstairs to get the blanket.
We put plastic down. So I think we're gonna be good.
All right, whatever.
Okay. All right. So, well, so much for not telling my wife. Found out. Anyways, all right, Bryson, let's get this blanket off of here and see what happens. Hopefully, blanket is good.
Lift it up on this side a little bit.
Lift it up on that side a little bit.
Yeah.
Overall, it feels like it's down on there pretty good.
Yeah, just this edge didn't put down.
All right, so I would call that about a 90% success rate. We just got to do some tweaking here on each end as this side's up a little bit too, so we can handle that. So, all right, well, we're gonna touch this thing up with some great stuff, and then we'll see you again soon. All right, guys. Well, our day is almost complete. Bryson, grab the other end of that thing. Let's lift it up here and show the folks. Well, here, I can just hold it. So basically, we cut a lot of slits in here like I showed you before. Used the great stuff and filled them all in with cracks. I mean, filled all the cracks in with the great stuff, and it seems to be holding in there pretty good. So we're going to install this thing. All right, so she's back in now. Like I said before, you know, some people might consider that overkill, but there's a lot of real estate up there. You know, before it didn't have any sound deadening and didn't have any insulation at all. You know, when you get in the heat of the summer or in the wintertime when it's getting cold outside, to be able to keep the inside, you know, at the right temperature that you want to keep it, I think it makes a big difference. And I watched a lot of videos, and I don't see that many van people actually taking this part down. Most people just kind of leave the cab alone and really just fit everything from here back. But I look at it as part of the interior van. It needs to be done as well. So anyways, that's my opinion and sticking to it. All right, guys, we'll see you on day 6.